Welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. My name is Leo Connors, and I'm your host. And tonight, I got a very special guest, one of my biggest fans of the show, Nathan Fuller.
Hey, how you doing,
Nathan,
Leo?
I'm doing great. How long have we known each other, Nathan?
2003?
Was it that long? Almost
yeah,
like
Jeff
16
Costas.
years.
Yeah, Jeff Costas restaurant.
And then I used to bump into you at CVS where you worked all the time.
Yeah.
And I remember your dad. Your dad was a great guy, you know?
Yeah, last time we saw you, we used to work at Milano's.
Yes. Now, when did your dad pass? How long has it been?
2014.
Wow. Your dad was a great guy. I just wanted to let you know, your dad really was a great guy. Nathan, let's get right into it. We're only going to do a half hour tonight, guys. I got to rush home because my girl had to get her nails done, and that means she ain't going to be home in time for the maintenance man. But let's do this. Where'd you grow up, Nate?
Here in Nashua.
Now you're in Nashua? Okay, great. When did you first see pro wrestling?
It was 40 years ago, 1979. It was Bob Backlund versus Iron Sheik.
Wow, dude, how old are you, Nathan?
47.
47. I'm 54. So usually a lot of guys that come on here don't go back as far as like you do. A few guys have.
Yeah.
Were any of your family or friends into it?
My dad, right? Yeah. My dad, he always told me about Hacksaw Calhoun, Gorgeous George.
Yep.
You know, Bruno Sammartino.
He filled you in on everybody, huh?
Yeah, original Sheik.
Oh, yeah, Ed Farhat. He was great. And the Iron Sheik was great, too.
Yeah.
So who were some of your favorites when you first started watching?
It was like, I got into Hulk Hogan when he was in AWA.
Yep.
And before he came big, and like both my dad and I, we like Piper.
Yes.
He was like, him and Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
With like the heels, like
Right.
Paul Orndorff and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you a magazine guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I figured if you were watching, like, when Hogan and the AWA back then, it really wasn't on TV too much.
No.
But the AWA was on ESPN after a while.
Yeah.
Is that where you saw it on
Yeah,
ESPN?
ESPN.
Nice. We got a couple of fan questions. Then we're going to dive into WWE because I know, I love WWE, but you're probably a bigger fan of WWE than me. Real quick, Dan Bolia wants to know, Limitless Wrestling will be hosting a show on September 6th at the Portland Expo Center, and it will be their biggest venue yet. Do you believe they will be able to sell it out? That's the first part of the question. I went to Limitless just recently. Great company. I looked up how many people, Dan, that building holds, and it holds like almost 1,700 people. I really hope that they sell out, but I honestly don't think they will. Randy Carver, if I'm wrong, feel free to bash me on Facebook because I hope you sell out. It's just got 1680, I think, is exactly what it holds. That's a lot of people to get into a building for an independent show. Good luck, Randy. I hope it happens. And then last night, Ring of Honor ran a show in Lowell, and they used a lot of New England talent. Do I believe they could benefit from signing both Jimmy Preston? You know Jimmy Preston?
Yeah, I heard about him. Yeah, he's
and
really
Christian
good.
Casanova.
Oh, yes.
To more long-term contracts similar to Brian Malonis. I think it would definitely benefit everybody in that situation, Yeah. Jimmy Preston's a great wrestler. They actually took on each other last night.
Oof.
And Christian Casanova got the win. Dan, great question. That Limitless one, though, I really hope that they sell out. I really do. It's just a lot of people, Dan. A lot. You know what I mean? 1,700 people is a lot of people to get in one venue as an independent card without huge names. Now, maybe if they had a few big names, you know what I mean? It could possibly happen, and I hope it does. Dan has one more question. You're going to like this, too, because it has it to do with someone you brought up when I picked you up tonight. Anthony Green has had a hell of a great 2 weeks. He won the Vacation Land Cup for Limitless, wrestled on the WWE Network against Josh Briggs, became the new Chaotic Champion. I wasn't there, but I think he married 2 women. Not bad. And I saw him, and Dan says, I saw him win another trophy. Dan, that was the Garden State Invitational at Synergy Pro Wrestling down in Jersey. And he beat Jimmy Rave, Josh Briggs, and Homicide to win that cup. That's a great group of wrestlers right there. Jimmy Rave is going to be wrestling against Christian Casanova when AG runs a show in Gardner, Mass on August 18th. It's a Sunday at 4 o'clock. He also wants to know if, let's say, Homicide, as well as it's a matter of time until he's in NXT. Yes. And if he were to go there, who would you like to see him wrestle? Everybody. You're talking about AG. Who would you like to see him wrestle in NXT? Dijak?
The Dream. Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream would be a great opponent. Johnny Gargano.
Yep.
Ciampa. I mean, the list goes on and on. Keith Lee.
Adam Cole.
Yep. Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong.
Yep.
The list is so long, and I'd love to see him take on everybody.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into the last two questions. Scott Beckman says, what is your favorite promotion in New England and why? Do you have a favorite New England
I
promotion?
think Chaotic, like you said.
Yeah.
It's like it's more local.
Yep.
You don't have to go too far.
Exactly. That's mine. And that's because I'm lazy about getting out of shows. When they're over, I want to get home. I'd have to say Chaotic, but all the other companies are great too. Limitless is great. Lucky Pro, UFO. The Bell Time's been running shows. I don't want to miss any, but Top Rope. There's just a lot
Ring of Honor?
Ring of Honor comes to mind. Yep. They I guess they're non-indie anymore. I don't know.
No.
It's hard to say. You know, only because they're giving contracts out. You know, it was nice to see Brian Malonis, a local guy, get signed by them. So I'm going to go with Chaotic too, but again, that's because they're really local and I don't have to drive very far when the show's over. All right. Scott has a second question. What are your 3 favorite New England indie matches? You told me one on the way over, and I didn't have that written down, so why don't we go with yours first?
Anthony Green. Yeah, he versus, who was it?
Josh.
Josh Brooks, yes.
And that was from the match from the network, right?
Yes.
At the Evolve 10th anniversary show. What a match. Probably match of the night.
Yep.
I agree with that. That's a fantastic matches. I wrote down 3 matches that just popped into my head when I read this question. Cold Fury 18, just recently, it was the Mill City Hooligans, the Logans, and Chase Del Monte versus all 3 Killanova. Tripalicious, the OG, Royce Bishop, and Christian Casanova. That match was awesome, and it actually opened the show. I really like that match a lot. New England Championship Wrestling. The late, great DC Dillinger had a cage match with Brian Fury. I was there. That match was unbelievable. I've actually heard people affiliated with NECW that says that might have been New England Championship Wrestling's greatest match. At least it was for me. The last one I have is I was a ring announcer for 3 shows called Collision Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I got to introduce this match what I thought was phenomenal. It was Azrael. Used to be in Ring of Honor, in Special K and Jersey All Pro. Now he wrestles a lot for ECWA and Capital Wrestling. But he took on local guy Eddie Edwards. And that was at Good Times Emporium. And it was for Collision Pro Wrestling. An unbelievable match. You know, I'll never forget when I did the ring announcing. Azrael had told me he had just gotten back from Japan. Well, Eddie didn't tell me he did too. So I'm like, hey, just got back from, Dragon Gate USA. And Eddie grabbed the microphone out of my hand after and said, beep, 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 beep. I just got back from a real wrestling promotion in Japan, Noah. And I said, I didn't know, But that match was phenomenal. We're going to put the notebook down and we're going to just talk WWE.
Yeah, I think see Eddie Edwards in NXT.
I would love to. Yeah, actually, him and Davey Richards. Right, so let's go. Just leave right there. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Him and Davey Richards had a tryout at the Performance Center, and I don't know what happened with it, but they didn't get signed. I'd love to see him in NXT. Anybody else you'd like to see that's around that you'd like to see?
Middlesex
in NXT?
Express.
Heck of a tag team, man.
I saw him online. Amazing.
They really are. They're an amazing tag team. They're up and coming. There's a lot of good talent in New England now. But right now, who's your favorite WWE guy?
It's tough to call, but I don't know. He's like in NXT right now, Johnny Gargano.
Yep.
I remember watching him back in 2002 in Cleveland, because Cleveland had its own independent wrestling thing.
Yes, yeah. Was it AIW or something?
Yeah. It was him. Josh Prohibition, Mad Dog 20, something like that.
Those guys are good.
Yeah, he was heel face every couple of weeks. Yeah.
Now, were you getting the DVDs or were you watching it on YouTube?
It was on Sports Time Ohio.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, this guy should be in WWE, right? Finally, he comes in NXT. I'm like,
yeah.
He was like, to me, he's having a match with Adam Cole before SummerSlam.
Right.
3 matches of hell.
Those guys have had some good matches already. And you know, first time I had read about Johnny on the internet and stuff, and then when he did the tag team with Tommaso Ciampa, wow. I mean, honestly, those guys just gelled. And then when Tommaso went heel,
Yep.
they had some great matches.
Best matches.
All
You
of
know
them,
what I
yeah.
mean?
And every time they wrestled, we were like, me and my friends were like, how are they going to top this?
Yeah.
The last one.
Yeah.
You know, because the takeover shows are unbelievable.
I think they're better than pay-per-views myself.
Every time there's a pay-per-view and they have the takeover the night before, the takeover, in my eyes, is
Yeah.
way better. Way better.
Yeah, because they're more hungrier. They want
Yes.
to get to the next step.
Yep.
In the pay-per-views, they're like, okay, look at the watch. Oh, we made it. It's like, we don't have to work as hard, but these guys, like that. And I remember my dad and I went to the first King of the Ring tournament, 85, in Foxborough Stadium.
Yep. Is that the one with Jim Duggan won?
I think was the finals were Harley Race against Pedro Morales.
Oh, okay. No. Wow.
I didn't remember who won. I think it was
Right,
Pedro,
right.
but then my dad, my cousin Jim, and I went to Montreal to see Andre the Giant's restaurant.
Oh, yeah. How was that? Was it pretty cool?
Yeah, it was like a 5-star. Andre was on the road then.
Yeah.
And his partner's like, oh, I'm sorry. I go, oh, it's okay. It was like his co-partner. He was
Yeah.
like a really nice guy. You know,
That's cool.
You know, I remember watching, I don't know if you remember this, but Neston used to carry the house shows.
Yes.
Garden.
Yes, I remember that.
I was on TV one time.
Were you really?
Yeah, when Ivan Koloff won a match, my cousin Jim was like, you're on TV right now.
That's so cool.
I was trying to find it on the network and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Oh yeah. My dad and I went to like a lot of wrestling shows. Like for Jeff's,
Yeah.
we went to Milford one
Yep.
time. And
And Mab was running the company after
Yeah.
Jeff had
Yeah.
gone, finished up. Did you
Yeah.
ever go to any of the FRW shows?
no.
Yeah, I went to one in Claremont. It was pretty cool. Mav has been on here a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
And he always says it. He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, but shitty promoter. He used to say, it's what he said about himself, But yeah, I used to love going to Jeff shows and
Yeah.
seeing Mav there and Ripper and all the other guys. Remember when they brought in the WWE guys?
Yeah,
too
yeah.
at
So
the
I
end?
saw, I still have that in. I remember going to the last pay-per-view of the Old Garden.
Right.
It was like
The old guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
1993.
Yep.
In Survivor Series, we had my dad, a couple of my family members have floor seats. There was a hole in the parquet floor, so I just touched the ice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm a huge Bruins fan. You
Yeah,
love
yeah.
the Bruins too?
Yeah, tough game, huh? Game 7.
Yeah. But I have to say it, and I hate saying it, but the better team won.
Yeah, the
That's all they
goalie
all-
was amazing.
I'm glad you brought that up because it easily could have been 4-0 Bruins at the end of the first period. If they could have only lifted that puck up every time, he would make these saves, but we weren't picking the puck up off the
Nope,
ice.
nope.
And you got to give it to him, man.
Yeah.
The St. Louis Blues, they were a great team this year. I don't know if you know this about them, but they were like in last place.
Yeah, last year,
And
yeah.
then and Binnington all of a sudden comes up and he goes like 25-3
Yep.
in the last 28 games. It was insane. And Ryan O'Reilly, the MVP,
Yep.
really played his heart out. And people say, oh, the Bruins were all injured here and there. But so was it St. Louis.
Yeah.
You can't really use it as an excuse.
Nope.
And like I said, the better team won in Game 7. The Bruins gave us a great season.
Yeah,
You know?
I remember going to a show in Lowell. The
At the auditorium?
School. No, the middle school.
Oh, okay.
The NWA,
Yeah.
where I think one of your kids went to, I think.
Oh, NWA New England.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That was a good company.
Yeah, I remember my dad and I driving up. I'm like, there's this guy holding a 2x4. I'm like, a Jim Duggan guy.
Yeah.
He was psycho. He faced Rick Fuller.
No,
Do you remember the destroyed the ring?
Yes, yes. Rick Fuller is a huge man, too. I met him so many times. He was one of the nicest guys. I'd love to get Rick on the show.
Oh man.
He is just incredible. Remember, he had that run. He was wrestling on Nitro.
Yeah.
Him and Mav.
Yeah.
Which was amazing to see local guys.
Yeah. Get those two on the same time.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Well, Mav has an open invitation. I heard me say that on
Yep.
here, but he does. And other guys have been like, Kid Crazy, this is no offense, buddy, I love you. But Mav's the only one that really has an open invitation. Anytime he wants to come on, all he has to do is call me and say, hey, I want to come on. And he's here with whoever I have on.
I like Terry Roy too.
Tony Roy was
Roy.
great. I'm supposed to be getting him with Trey. Trey hasn't answered my email, so I'm going to have to hit Tony up again. But Tony was great those 2 episodes.
yeah.
Oh. And he's been around so long and has done so much.
I watch its matches. It's all matches.
Oh yeah. Well, you know the referee Richard Lannon. You have him on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's my older kid's mom's first
wow.
cousin, and I never took advantage of him being in the wrestling business.
Yeah.
Never asked him to meet people. And what a great guy! He's going in the Hall of Fame next year.
Excellent.
Which is really cool. But let's get back to the WWE. I haven't really been watching SmackDown. So what's going on with SmackDown right now?
It's a mess because Eric Bischoff's back, Paul Heyman's back,
Right.
But they're saying they won't give Bischoff any control.
No control. They're
No.
just having him. Just is he an on-air personality?
No,
or?
no, he's still working backstage and
Okay.
stuff like that. And he figures now it's like, and they're saying like NXT may be on Fox.
I was going to bring that up because now they're saying with AEW going to have a show on, is it TNT or TNN? One of them, right?
TNT, yeah.
Okay, so they're going to be on TNT. So I saw that the other day that the WWE is thinking of putting on Fox NXT
Yep.
to counter them. Perfect move.
Yeah.
I think they should have. I would have loved to have seen them on network TV already, and I really do hope if they do it, they go from 2 out to 2 hours because there's just not enough matches on that one. I love it. I love their show, but you only get 2 or 3 matches.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see more of that product. You know, I'm very impressed with the women, the tag team division, the men's division. It's just a great thing right now.
Yeah, and I remember going to the first WWE at the New Garden.
Yep.
I gave you that program.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So I still have that.
Yeah, those because 2 days before I saw the first concert there was
okay.
REM.
Oh, really? That was the first show?
Yeah.
Answers to trivia questions right there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
How were they in concert? Because I'm a big concert guy, too.
Yeah, they're good.
They were good, yeah? I'm going to see Alice Cooper for the first time. You would think at 54 years old I'd already seen Alice Cooper.
I saw him when he opened up for Motley Crue.
Oh, wow.
During Motley Crue's
Was it
last
their
tour.
farewell? Because I didn't go to that tour.
Yeah.
I should have. I went to the Girls tour years ago.
But this is in Manchester Rising.
Yeah.
It wasn't even sold out.
It's too bad, man. I can't believe that could sell.
Because Tommy Lee wasn't playing because he cuddled something.
So who was playing the drums for him at the time? Do you remember?
Yeah, Alice Cooper's drummer.
Oh, okay. That's
He did good.
cool.
He did good. I mean, he played like,
Yeah.
I'm like, then a couple of days later, Tommy Lee came back, but yeah,
Motley
but
Crue's a great band. I didn't realize you love them band too.
oh yeah,
Me too, man. I love Motley Crue. I would have loved to have seen that last show. Now, because Tommy wasn't there, you weren't able to see that.
Yeah.
You know that final concert? My friend Joe has it on DVD, and they didn't edit it out. His drum thing stopped. He was stuck up there.
I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah, and but they didn't take it out of the DVD, which is weird. You would have thought they would have. I know we're going off track, guys, but I'm going to have Nathan on again another time too. So, but I want to go back to NXT for a minute.
Yes.
The women's division right now in NXT is unbelievable. Shayna Baszler,
Yep.
they could have brought her up a year ago.
Yeah,
she is that good.
Yeah, people say she's like a Wonder Rousey wannabe.
Yeah,
but
no.
they're too different.
I'm sorry, but as a professional wrestler,
She's better.
yeah, she is better. But Ronda had the name.
Yeah.
You know, but Shayna Baszler is really impressive. I'm not going to lie. The other two girls aren't that impressive.
No.
They're really not.
No.
They need to work harder if they're going to get on WWE TV. But Shayna Baszler could go there right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just like how Nikki Cross just went there.
Yeah.
I think she's phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
You know? What about Alexa Bliss? You like Alexa?
Yeah. I seen was a documentary of her on W Network. I'm like,
okay.
I didn't realize how much.
How long she's been around?
24, like 365 days. You
Oh,
know,
those. Okay, they had one on her.
Yeah.
'Cause I haven't watched. There's so much stuff on the network.
Yeah.
I don't have time to watch everything.
Me either. Especially over the weekend because I work for the Silver Knights.
Right. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, does Bob Zano still do that? Do you know Bob?
Yeah.
Does he still work in that? I used to work with Bob at the high school.
Me, the older guy.
The tall guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. He's been doing that since the National Pride days.
Yeah.
Did you work for the Pride too?
No,
back then?
no.
So how do you like that? Is it fun?
Yeah, it's good. It's like they only got like 4 games left.
Yeah.
Playoffs. So, but I remember he used to do shows here too.
Yeah, Jeff used to run on shows.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I told the story here a long time ago. I got into a fist fight with a kid. there because he started to fight with me when I was with my daughter. It was ridiculous. We can talk about that on the ride home after. I'll tell you that story.
Yeah.
Kid was an idiot. I'll even say his name on his name. Everybody knew him as Hogan Hat.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, and remember they used to carry suitcases around to get everything signed? I don't like that kid. I still don't like your Hogan Hat. And I haven't seen him at a show in years.
Yeah.
But back to SmackDown. Now, the Raw champ is who right now?
Lesnar.
And so Kofi's the SmackDown. So is that the WWE champ, and Brock's the Universal champ, correct?
Yeah.
Now, what did you think when Kofi won the title? You
It's about time. It's like they hold him back for a reason. You know what I mean? In the match he had with Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Samoa Joe will win a couple of times.
I won't be surprised if Joe ends up beating him, but he's got a big couple matches coming up with Randy Orton. SummerSlam's going to be tough. Randy Orton is, you know how good he is.
Yeah.
You know? And then supposedly at Hell in the Cell, it got leaked. Sounds like Randy's going to have to take him on again. So hopefully Kofi can get through both these title defenses and go against Samoa Joe.
Yeah, hopefully they use Lesnar more than 10 defenders more than 10 times a year.
Well, let me ask, does that, as a big WWE fan, does that bother you that Brock's not there every week?
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah, it's like, you figure Kofi Kingston's there every week. Why they give him, because it's a name, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you figure, hey, it's like WWE wrestlers, I'm old school. I call them wrestlers and superstars.
Right. Me too. I'm old school too.
They have families too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
they want to see their families. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's only entertainment. I'm like, I got more important things to worry about.
Right, exactly. And that's exactly how I look at it. Would I like to see Brock Lesnar there more? I would love to see him there every week. But I can't change what they're going to do, so I take what I can get.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not going to lie to you, the viewers here. WWE, SmackDown, or Raw, I don't watch it live. I read the results the next day, and I decide what I want to watch. Because I'm an independent wrestling fan more than anything.
Yeah, because
I got to take you to a show with us one of these days, too.
I think I watch independent, some stuff online.
Yep.
Some other promotions. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm like, these
good
guys are
stuff,
crazy.
though. Some of these stuff is really good, huh? I'll actually, now that you know we're here together talking on the ride home, I'll tell you a bunch of places, a bunch of things to watch on YouTube because you know me, I'm huge into independent wrestling, you know, and there's some really good companies out there right now. Like you said, Ring of Honor, they were definitely independent. When I first went to their first few shows, they were 100% independent. But now that they're signing guys to contracts, it's hard to say they're independent. You know, they're more of a small company. I mean, the WWE is number one. AEW, which has only run a couple shows, are already number two.
Yep.
Already. And then there's TNA and Ring of Honor fighting for third and fourth. You know?
AEW, I think, is more professional or independent?
Well, they're trying to go that route with the, like WWE, but they're contracted wrestlers now. And the wrestlers they have are unbelievable.
They got Rhino.
They just got Rhino?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Rhino's in Impact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I got to start watching Impact because there's a lot of guys in Impact that I like.
You know who's my favorite Impact guy?
Who's that?
P.D. Williams. Oh. Remember his Kane Destroyer?
That was unbelievable. He was the one that came up. He invented that move. Remember when he was teaming up with Steiner?
Yep.
And he looked like him, a little mini Steiner?
Yep.
I like that, too. That was probably Scott Steiner's big, great last run. He's still wrestling and stuff today, but I don't know. Back to like NXT again. I want to, because we only got a couple minutes left. And NXT to me is the best wrestling on television right now. What's been your favorite takeover match? Was it Gargano?
Yeah,
and Ciampa?
Gargano and Ciampa and Gargano and Cole.
Yep.
When who is it? Strong turned on his partner.
That was all. He turned on Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Okay,
that really was.
It was about time, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming, though, to be honest with
me
you.
either.
Only because they were already, together, like Fish and Adam Cole were already together. I didn't see it coming. But I should have, as a big wrestling fan. That was really, really good. I'm a big Roderick Strong fan.
Me too.
And how he works on the backbreaker, all these moves. It's insane.
We think we do come up. We think they're going to separate them.
I hope not. It's kind of like, you know how Killanova's in
Yep.
Chaotic Wrestling
Yep.
with Triple-Licious, Royce Bishop, and Christian. I'd like to see them go to the next level together.
Yeah.
Probably won't happen, unfortunately, but that's what I'd like to see. So, yes, I would love to see the Undisputed
Yeah.
Era together.
Yeah.
You know, and
Raw
then
or SmackDown doesn't matter.
either one, don't matter to me. I just want to see them.
I think SmackDown's more like cruiserweight,
Yes.
and Raw's more heavy.
Yeah.
Heavyweight.
Yeah, and they got the 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, but Shane McMahon's on TV too much.
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
Shane. When
Me
he
too.
came back, I was very excited, Nathan.
Me
very
too.
excited.
I think when Kevin Owens is his face now.
I like that too.
Yeah.
He can do both.
Yeah.
He's one of the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about Sami Zayn? Do you like Sami? Because
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan of his for some
Me
reason.
either. To me, he was like latching on to Owens way too long.
Right? Did you ever see him as El Generico?
No.
Oh, well, I picked up Nathan today, so I can't wait to tell you about a lot of stuff on the ride home. Nathan, I'm going to get you back on.
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks, I'm going to bring you on as my guest co-host.
Okay.
And we'll do it, another segment with
Yep.
somebody. We'll have so much fun.
That'd be good with Tony Roy. I'd like to meet him someday.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah.
I'll set that up with Tony Roy and Trey, and we'll do that. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've known you a long time.
Yep.
You've always been a great guy. You're a huge supporter of the show, and I appreciate it so much. I really do. You always got a question.
Yep.
And now you met Dick, the producer, and you've seen the studio, and we're definitely going to get you back in here. And we'll talk all things WWE. But on the ride home, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know to watch on YouTube.
Excellent.
Guys, sorry it's a short show today, but we're out. Peace.